Today is the day of the Trump North Korean summit, brought to you by Summit Beer. Hey, nice coincidence. Hey, we had them as a sponsor anyways. Why not debut them during the North Korean Trump summit? Now, let's talk about what's actually going on. Let's bring everybody up to speed. I heard people or commentaries on MSNBC and CNN today saying that the fact that we are legally at war with North Korea and we may end the North Korean war is kind of irrelevant, and it's really over. One of the reasons North Korea does the things they've been doing is they consider us to be at war with them. Now, they invaded the South Korea in 1950. Since then, there was a 4-year war. We basically had a ceasefire, but the war is not over. The North Koreans still consider themselves at war, and the North Koreans, as a part of government policy, still hold a real grudge against the Japanese. If you ever go look up the rape of Manching, Manchuria really used to be Korea. And the Japanese did some horrible things to the Koreans. The Koreans still hold a grudge, and their people are taught to hate the Japanese as rapists and murderers, which the Japanese did during World War II. In addition, we're an ally of the rapists and murderers. They also had a war against us, so they tell their people that we're the same. Now, given the fact that we're legally at war with North Korea, Trump or any other president in the last 70 years could attack North Korea legally without any legal consequences because we're legally at war. The North Koreans could do the same to the South Koreans. So I think one of the key things that should come out of, maybe not this summit, but the next one is legally end the war. And now you take away the legal justification for the North Koreans having nuclear weapons. And they've made a hydrogen bomb, which is a significantly stronger and significantly dirtier than an atomic bomb. They're making the means to deliver them to the United States, a country they're legally at war with. And if it dawns on you that the North Koreans still consider themselves to be at war with us, that explains the nuclear buildup, the ballistic missiles, the hostility. In addition, another country that is still at war with us, that we don't consider to be at war with us, and it causes a ton of problems, and the American media knows better, but they choose not to tell you this, is Iran. Iran declared war at us during the Iranian Revolution in 1979. So legally, they're at war with us. We're de facto not war. We're not at war with them as far as the United States goes. We don't take it seriously. They do. When you understand the fact that the Iranians and the North Koreans are legally at war with us, then what they do makes a lot more sense. So in my opinion, one of the first things that we should get out of this agreement, and we don't have to give anything up to the North Koreans, but we should end the North Korean war legally. At which point we end a lot of the justification for their nuclear weapons program, and we end the justification for the Iranian nuclear program. So I would end the war with North Korea, and I would end the war with Iran legally. Now, we were both at war, the United States and North Korea, in the Korean War. The Iranians declared war on the United States back in 1979. That has never been undeclared. That's something that should be part of any negotiations with the Iranians. But the important thing to remember, in my opinion, is Trump is winning on this issue. But if you really want to move forward, I think the North Koreans would feel a lot better if the North Korean war was legally ended. And that's my point of view. It is June 12th, 2018. I'm calling for the end of the North Korean war, and any negotiations with the Iranians should highlight the end of the the Iranian war with the United States. I'm Tim. You're watching Tim's TV. Have a great day. Remember, if you like what you heard or hated what you heard, hit the like button. Tell your friends. Whether you love me, whether you hate me, tell everybody about me.